What's the difference between an Irish wedding and an Irish wake? Give up? One less drunk. Roll intro. Hello there, Sully here, the retired tanker yanker. Welcome to Transitions. And a big transition we will see today. But first, be sure to hit that old subscribe button and like and share this video on your social media platforms. And be sure to watch this video all the way to the end for an important announcement. And yes, it's been a while since I put a video out. I think the last one was my second COVID vaccine and my ride on the Frankfurt L. Well, it looks like I get another ride in 5 weeks because I got a jury duty summons. I like jury duty. I like doing my civic duty. I feel proud when I do it. The best thing about jury duty is the 10% discount at the Reading Terminal Market. Hey, those roast pork sandwiches at the Nick's, cannoli at Termini's, Bassett's ice cream, Jack McDavid's Down Home Diner. Oh, we're talking good eating. You never leave the Reading Terminal Market hungry. But the place can be pure hell if you're trying to lose weight, which is what I'm doing in my life right now. Okay, time to get serious. I've struggled with obesity for all my life. At one point, I actually weighed 390 pounds. I wasn't really a chronic overeater, you understand. Or so I thought. I did drink a lot of beer, and what I did was I ate too much of the wrong foods. The obesity also may have contributed to my back problems as well as the 25 years of driving a big truck. Or maybe a combination of the two. At any rate, in 2015 I was hospitalized with cellulitis. My left leg actually swelled up to twice its normal size. I was worried. I thought I might have had a blood clot in my leg or something, and that's what killed my mother. But it was cellulitis, which is a serious condition, by the way. I spent 10 days in the hospital, and that took care of it, but it also made me realize just how bad my back pain was. I was out of work for 10 months, going through physical therapy, which had a pleasant side effect, I might add. My orthopedist, Dr. Paul Steinfeld, prescribed water therapy. Yeah, I would exercise in the pool. It not only helped my back, it started me on weight loss. I continued aquatic exercise after the therapy was over, and in the 10 months I was out of work, I lost 150 pounds. But going back to work meant going back to bad habits. I was unable to exercise daily, and I gained back about 25 pounds. Okay, not a big deal, but yes, it was a big deal. I tried to get to the pool when I was home as much as possible, but in 2017, the pool burned down. The pool burned down. Okay, the building that the pool was in actually burned down. Okay, it hasn't reopened since, and they're not able to get an insurance settlement that will allow them to reopen, so it just remains an eyesore up off of Grand Avenue. But that brings me to May of 2018, when I died and lived to tell the tale. I had kidney stones. Okay, more like kidney boulders. I became very ill and once again was hospitalized, this time for a week. By this time, my back was really hurting me too. And it was before I went in the hospital. came to realize that if ever I have to go through another period of disability, that's going to be the end of my trucking career. Now, while I was in the hospital, they were putting a stent in my left kidney, and while I was under anesthesia, I coded. I died. I was resuscitated, of course, otherwise I wouldn't be here talking to you right now, but for the record, I didn't see anything. I didn't make a journey to the other side. I just came out of anesthesia like every other time I ever came out of anesthesia, and the anesthesiologist told me, Mr. Sullivan, we lost you there for a minute. You were dead on the table for a minute. And I thought, well, obviously they brought me back, so that's good. But my back problems continued to worsen. Chronic lower back pain and I were on very intimate terms. Now, I tried everything to control the pain. I wanted to get back into losing weight, but because of the severe back pain, I couldn't exercise. I tried medical cannabis. That helped ease the pain, it helped me to sleep, but it also came with a side effect, the munchies. I got to the point where I could eat an entire half gallon of ice cream or an entire large pizza in a sitting. And that's bad, you hear? I ballooned back up to 320 pounds. Something had to give. And I guess I realized that when my clothing was getting tight on me again. I bought some new jeans and some new pants, waist size 48. And when they started getting too tight, I knew I had to get to work. So I started eating better. I cut out the beer and pizza and the ice cream, ate more salads and lighter meals. I make a killer tuna salad, by the way. You ought to try it. Now, I went to the doctor and I weighed in at 320 pounds, and my blood pressure was dangerously high. So at that point, I decided to cut out the salt, cut out fatty foods, ease up on carbs, more protein, more vegetables, more lean meat and fish, or, well, not more lean meat and fish per se, less food overall. Trying to keep it down to 1,200 calories a day, and some days I managed to keep it under 1,000. I cut out drinking alcohol. For the most part, I still take a sip every now and then, but you know, in extreme moderation. And I started to exercise again. I got back in the water and started water walking for at least an hour a day, and I followed that up with some water calisthenics and then some good stretching, and it has paid off. The pounds fell away. I went to my doctor about a month ago, and he told me that I had lost 55 pounds since the first time that I saw him. My blood pressure was 118/76. He told me whatever I was doing, keep doing it. Success. But that was only the beginning. Today I weighed in at 250 pounds, which is a total loss of 70 pounds since I've begun. These pants I'm wearing are 42 waist, and they do fit me very loosely. And the best part is, I'm feeling great. My back pain is manageable. I mean, it's there, and it's not going anywhere, but at least it's tolerable, you know what I mean? And I've just begun. My goal is to lose another 60 pounds, and I have no intention of giving up. And this time I intend to keep the weight off. I know people say that every time they lose weight, but it is what it is. This time I do intend to keep the weight off. I intend to keep this healthy lifestyle going, hopefully for a long, long time. Okay, enough of that. Here's today's song, The Night Pat Murphy Died. Roll video. Oh, the night that Patty Murphy died is a night I'll never forget. Some of the boys got loaded drunk and they ain't been sober yet. As long as a bottle was passed around, every man was feeling gay. Oh, Leary came with the bagpipes, some music for to play. That's how they showed their respect for Patty Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin or shame, and they whipped at one another. And every trick in the place is full the way Pat Murphy died. sat in the corner pouring out her grief. Kelly and his gang came a-tearing down the street. They went into an empty room and a bottle of whiskey stole. They put that bottle with the corpse to keep that whiskey cold. That's how they showed their respect for Patty Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin or shame, and they winked at one another. And every drink in the place is full, but Pat Murphy died. At 2 o'clock in the morning, after emptying out a jug, Doyle rolls up the icebox, leave to see poor Patty's mug. They stopped the clock so Mrs. Murphy couldn't tell the time. And at 2:15, we argued it was 9. That's how they showed their respect for Patty Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin or shame, and they winked at one another. And every drink in the place is full, but Pat Murphy died. They stopped the hearse on George Street outside Sundance Saloon. All went in at 8:30 and staggered out at noon. They went up to the graveyard, so holy and sublime. Found out when they got there, they left the corpse behind. That's how they showed their respect for Patty Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin or shame, and they winked at one another. Every drink in the place is full, but Pat Murphy died. Oh, the night that Patty Murphy died is a night I'll never forget. Some of the boys got loaded drunk and they ain't been sober yet. As long as a bottle was passed around, every man was feeling gay. Oh, here he came with a bagpipe, some music for to play. That's how they showed their respect for Patty Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin or shame, and they winked at one another. And every drink in the place is full, but Pat Murphy died. Yes, every drink in the place is full, but Pat Murphy died. And now that important announcement. A friend of mine was talking to me the other day, and he wants to start a YouTube channel where we can do reviews of acoustic guitars. We're working on a new channel, and when we launch, be sure to subscribe to it. The working title is currently Acoustic Corner with John and Jerry. That's because his name is John and my name is Jerry. And we're going to do it in the corner. We're actually probably going to do it in his house. Between the two of us, we have maybe 7 or 8 acoustic guitars. And what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to find somebody who's willing to loan us guitars to review. So, you know, that could be a problem. We think we have somebody lined up to do that. And, of course, we're going to do some more research because that title just may not be the title we go with. But I think it sounds pretty neat. Acoustic Corner with John and Jerry. We're not only going to talk about guitars, we're going to talk about playing guitars. Hopefully it'll be something for anybody who's ever considered picking one of these things up and learning how to play it. And issues affecting the acoustic guitar world will also be a topic for discussion. They'll probably be short videos, maybe no more than 5 or 6 minutes. But it is what it is, so. Oh, and another thing is, if you are a music store or you manufacture guitars and you might be interested in giving us a guitar to review, we'll definitely consider it. Well, we have to work on getting a way to get it to us, though, which means setting up a P.O. box. But anyway, it's going to be a very positive channel. We've taken the concept already and said that if we don't have anything good to say, we're not going to say it. So we're not going to just pick up a cheap guitar and say this thing is a piece of garbage, don't buy it, because, you know, there might be something in it. We're not going to review those cheap guitars that they sell on QVC or anything like that, because everybody knows that those things fall apart anyway. So anyway, just keep an eye out for that, please. For transitions, this is Sully, the retired tanker yanker, an incredible shrinking man. Safe and happy travels, everybody. She always says I call and want to talk about bullshit, and then she calls me and wants to talk about bullshit. Carol, when did I ever fall in love with you? Alright, tonight Pat Murphy died, take two. They stopped the horse at George Street outside Sundown Saloon. Stop the hearse. Oh, for God's sake, if that's Carol again. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, action. Be nice to be on the first page of the script. 3, 2, 1, action. What's the difference between an Irish wedding and an Irish wake? One less drunk. For God's sake, who writes this shit?